Witajcie w kolejnym odcinku naszej serii. Zagrajmy w naszego Kingdom Come Deliverance.
What the hell?
What the hell? Trader. To już private arena. Dobra. Rozwalają mnie te ubrania, nie? To zawsze. No kiedyś tak chodzono, nie? Chodzili. To było absolutnie normalne. Nie czarne, tylko białe były, nie? Te szaty. Spoko.
Good day to you.
A kurczę, jak jakiś cowboy, co w tym kapeluszu on wygląda.
That's stolen! What are you trying on me? Get the hell out of here!
Się niezbyt mu to... No, niezbyt mu się to spodobało. Że to nie jest jednak gotyk, gdzie mogę okraść kogoś i po prostu sprzedać jego towar mu.
I reckon what you're trying to sell me is stolen. I'll pay less for that. As long as we can both agree on the price.
Naprawdę aż tak to robię nie tak, kurczę. Co jest ze mną nie tak?
We agreed.
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less and I'll be satisfied.
No dobra.
Well, that's a decent price.
Czego ty wszyscy mają te czapki Wernarosza, kurczę?
God be with you.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. Oh, and another thing. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
Be a bit more careful. Huh?
Watch where you're going!
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods.
Ale krowy są, kurczę, beka. Takie brązowe, fajne. Ach, teraz tak nie? Oblivionowo jest tutaj. Też troszkę taki deforest tutaj. Jakiś zając popierdziela. To nienaturalny, ten zając nie był naturalny wcale, ale... No okej. Herb woman.
Would you teach me something about medicinal herbs?
Certainly.
Jakaś taka...
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
To jest medyczka, nie?
Isn't that quite a lot? Is this enough?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost. Agreed. Now, listen up.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end I let them talk me into it.
And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though. What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks...
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them. They wanted to talk with the dead.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
Yeah. I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea, or the clink of their coin? I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. God bless.
Hey!
Who's there? Hey, who's there?
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what
What's
concern is it of yours, anyway?
The priest is worried.
The priest? It's nice to find out what telltales you have for neighbours. But believe me, it's none of your business. Or the priest's.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I'll find out by hook or by crook. So start talking.
Only a herbal ointment, some chanting, and 3 women at night in the woods. No harm done to anyone. Maybe some help to some. So why don't you stop interfering?
What?
I heard something about a magic ointment that you got from the herb woman.
You heard that where? And what business is it of yours?
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? Haven't we paid her enough?
She'd like to know just what you're planning to do with it. She's worried about you.
What made her change her tune? You can tell her we plan to do exactly what we agreed, and not to worry.
Looking for someone?
Who's there? Hey! What's going on? Hey, who's there?
Lord Almighty. Look where you're going.
What's the matter with you?
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
What? Who told you that? Was someone asking around?
Gertrude sent me.
And what did she say? Does she want to add something to the ointment?
No. She's worried about what you'll do with it. It's quite dangerous stuff. I don't quite know what's going on, but I'll find out one way or another, so start talking.
We want to put the ointment on at midnight. A little magic, just us and no one else. Come and see for yourself if you like. Just stay out of sight and don't say a word, whatever happens.
Huh?
Dobra, czas zaczynać. Tak wiem, mało co widać, ciemno. Czy oni mają latarkę naprawdę? Wygląda jak latarka. Idziemy odprawić jakieś dziady albo coś. Fajnie by było. No, wczesnonocne słowiańskie rytuały. Dobra, musimy iść tam w te białe i będą rytuały i inne dziady. Tak, spotkanie wiedźm po prostu. Doskonale.
I hear someone coming. Who's there? Is it you, Kuta?
No, I'm still over here.
What's going on here?
Welcome, Prince of Darkness. And make yourself at home.
What would you like us to do? We will fulfill your every wish if you fulfill ours.
No, wiedziałem, że to będzie coś.
Prince of Darkness? What in God's name are you babbling about?
Why are you testing us?
Testing you? Jesus Christ, what have you been smearing on yourselves?
A magic ointment from the herb woman? We are ready to pleasure you, Lord. In return, all we ask is that you rid us of the humans. And if you won't rid us of them, then help us get away from here. Give us riches, so we can start a new life in the city.
I won't be fulfilling any of your wishes.
Oh. What must we do to please you, O Lord?
In return, you'll have to... Shit. I feel very weird.
Oh, that ointment. You smeared the ointment on me.
Fear not, my lord. Nothing will happen to you. It's all part of the ceremony.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? What did you do to me?
Wow, czy to Dark Maul? Taki czerwony. Wow, niczym w jakimś
Are you
horrorze.
quite well after your long journey?
Nie.
Huh? Long journey? What?
From the gates of hell to here. When will you take care of the humans? And why don't you have horns and hooves and a goat's tail, like the priest said?
I got rid of my horns and hooves along the way, and I keep my tail in my breeches. I only get it out for special occasions.
I hope there'll be one soon enough.
How come you're a talking mare?
What mare? Does your sight deceive you? I'm Vera, and I turn many a young man's head in Ujic.
Actually, I wanted something else.
What's that, oh lord?
Will you serve me and do all I tell you to?
Oh yes, our Lord of Hellfire. We'll do whatever you want. Just rid us of those wretched humans. Which one will you take first?
Me! Take me!
No, me.
And what about the other one? Why doesn't she speak up?
Kuta! You chicken! Speak up!
I want you, Mare. Vera.
I knew it. Come on. Come closer to me.
Będzie bek. Się chodzi w tej... O, człowiek. Co mam zrobić w ogóle? Kuniu. Chyba spoko pozabijecie i wszystko. Czy ten koń zrobił mnie właśnie w konia? O, coś się dzieje. Naprawdę. No nie. Czy to naprawdę jest aż tak proste? O ja. Otwieranie z konia. Nieźle. Jeszcze wytrychem. Okej.
That was tough. Oh, but I'm all dizzy again.
What is wrong with you? Is something going to come of it or not?
I need to sleep.
Bugger sleep! What was that? What is it? Someone coming!
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you? You call that combat?
No to co, walczymy kurczę z okultystami. Wow. Szatanami, kurczę. Maczetą. Kurczę, ale fajną broń mają. Takie pały. Piki. Piki? Nie, to nie są piki, to są pałki takie po prostu. Dobra, jeden się poddał. No i jak ładnie weszło. Wszedł cios ładnie w niego. Niech mi ktoś powie, kurczę, że to nie jest intuicyjna, kurczę, walka. Uj, to nie jest intuicyjna walka, właśnie tak dostałem. Dobra. Przydałaby się mikstura lecznicza. Oh no. Czas przeczekać, ja nie mogę. Przynajmniej 10 sztyk. Zdrowia, kurczę. Zyskamy. Nie, no przydałoby się to jakoś leczyć, nie? Mus tak szybko. Albo po prostu nie obrywać, to też jest chyba jakiś pomysł. O. Kuta dead. Zlata dead. Vera też dead. No to... Niezbyt tutaj się udało. Akcja ta. Ale to nie będę po nich płakał, nie zamierzał. Widziałem, w co się bawią, kurczę. Dobra, wracamy. I returned.
Hey, put that away before I lose my temper.
Father Goodwin. Odkryłem.
I found out more about the Ujit's witchcraft.
Pray, do tell.
The women have got hold of some magic lotion from the herb woman, and they're using it to summon the devil.
For the love of heaven.
I followed them to where they held their Sabbath. They summoned the devil, danced around a fire.
Oh my God, what else?
The women were completely out of their minds from that ointment. Then some woodcutters stormed in. They wanted to put a stop to the witch's Sabbath.
Good God. And what happened?
Those women... they're dead. The woodcutters took them for witches and attacked them. They hacked them to pieces. I couldn't do anything to stop them.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Saints above. Saint Michael, Saint Anthony. Such a tragedy. Oh Lord, please be merciful and receive their souls. But why did you not step in?
I did everything I could.
The good Lord observes your deeds. Please, pray for the souls of those poor women and those who took their lives. At least you see where dancing with the devil can take you. Pray for their loved ones and for your soul and mine, because we share the blame. And now please, go. Leave me alone to pray.